Welcome, crypto fam, to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. Let's get it. We're still pumping. How many of you are on my 38-hour pump watch? That was pretty lit, wasn't it? In today's show, I'll be breaking down the latest Bitcoin technical analysis, as well as Bitcoin whale games get traders nervous as 12,000 BTC appears for sale. And quoting Max Kaiser, correcting the record, Trump misspoke about El Salvador sending criminals to the U.S. In fact, the U.S. has been sending gangsters and terrorists to El Salvador for decades. Trump got educated on this point and no longer says it in his speech. So there you go. We'll also be discussing breaking news. XRP skyrocketed 27% in 24 hours after the judge ordered Ripple to pay $125 million in the SEC lawsuit. We'll also be discussing Donald Trump Jr. launching a crypto platform to take on the banks. That's right. We'll also be discussing big news. Russia legalizing Bitcoin and cryptocurrency mining. Let's go. As well as MicroStrategy co-founder Michael Saylor owns roughly $1 billion in Bitcoin, according to this latest report. We'll also be discussing the latest from PlanB, who predicts Bitcoin still on track to hit 100,000 this year in 2024, despite early bull market. In fact, he made some more recent tweets as of today, also projecting Bitcoin to hit 4 million per coin. I'll be sharing all this with you. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this, plus so much more, in today's show. If you're new to the channel, very important, smash the likes, subscribe, and then hit that bell icon. Turn on all notifications. That way you get notified each and every day when I go live. Be sure to repost this over on X as well. Always greatly appreciated. Today is pod episode number 1725. I'm your host, JV. It's August 9th, 2024. Happy TGIF. The weekend is amongst us, and we've had a hell of a breakout past couple of days, and we timed it almost godly, right? JV started a 38-hour pump watch. We were 55,000. I'll be 100% transparent. I wasn't anticipating a massive pump like we saw, a demigod candle. I called it Bitcoin live chart watch, because I'll be truthful with you. I didn't know if we were going to pump or dump, but we ended up pumping. I couldn't have called it any better. So it's just wild how it ended up playing out, but it's a beautiful thing. So you got to respect the pump. But anyways, family, let's kick it off with our market watch. But yeah, welcome to the stream, everyone just joining us. Let's check out Coin 360. As you can see here, Bitcoin trading above 60,800 after tapping a low of 49,000 a couple of days ago. It's mind-boggling. In fact, we ran up to almost 70,000 2 weeks ago when I did the previous pump watch. We came just shy. Then we dropped all the way down from 70 to 49 within 2 weeks, right back to 62 to right back where we're at now at roughly 61. Crazy. XRP is correcting after a massive surge after their lawsuit settlement, but now back in the red, ironically enough. Ether still in the green. Ton is in the green as a big gainer, as well as CRO. And checking out coinmarketcap.com. The current crypto market cap stands at $2.11 trillion. The Bitcoin market cap just shy of $1.2 trillion. And we got roughly 82 billion worth of volume in the past 24 hours. And the Bitcoin dominance is 56.6%, still on the climb. Ether dominance all the way down to 14.7%. My question for y'all, how high do you think that Bitcoin dom will likely climb? Holla at your boy. Checking out top 100 crypto gainers past 24 hours. We got Celestia up 17%, Kronos up 16%, and Zcash up almost 16%. Below that, Injective, Su, Arbitrum, Helium, Say, and Toncoin. Which alts, if any, are you most bullish on? Holla at your boy. And checking out the crypto bubble so we get a visual perspective. Let's start on the day, then we'll zoom out. I'd say safe to say 85% of the market in the green, which we love to see. Pump that mofo up. And zooming out on the monthly, I'd say 90% of the market in the red still. So keep that in mind. XRP, though, up 31% on the month. And again, we're going to be discussing the settlement with the SEC and them having to pay $125 million. And checking out the Crypto Green and Fear Index, we're currently rated a 48. Neutral, yesterday a 20 in extreme fear, last week 57, and last month a 28. And like clockwork, almost every time we hit extreme fear, we have a big pump. precisely what just happened. So that's why we love this indicator. But here we go, family. A little TA for you guys. The headline reads, Bitcoin whale games get traders nervous as 12,000 biddies appear for sale. Oh, that's right. Check this out. Bitcoin dipped below 60,000 today, August 9th, for the Wall Street Open as traders eyed unreasonable whale moves. And happy 420, fam. We just hit 420 right here in Puerto Rico, as well as in New York, holding it down. So here you're looking at the one-day chart. Data from TradingView showed the latest Bitcoin price uptick, running out of steam after reaching 62.7 on Bitstamp, and now down 3% versus the daily open. Bitcoin faced significant resistance above that 62,000 mark, with analysis suggesting this could be an intentional manipulation. Oh no. Someone placed large sell orders from 61.2 to 62.5. A total of 12,000 BTC, according to CoinGlass, is pointed out here. This is somewhat unreasonable. There you go. And Dan Crypto Trades noted the imbalance between the bid and the ask liquidity, with the buyers still lacking volume from the day prior. Quoting him here, 750 million in orders above and 300 million in orders below the price. And that's just Binance. This could temporarily cool off the volatility for a while as prices stuck between these walls. But keep in mind, the walls can get pulled at any time. Some consolidation makes sense, I feel like. They not like us. Just saying. Anyways, large volume traders often take the place of series of orders above or below the spot price to move the market to a given direction. That practice is known as spoofing, which is commonplace across the crypto markets. Also in the traditional and legacy markets, they spoof markets as well, such as Jamie Dimon of JP Morgan, their CEO. They've paid insane fines exceeding over $1 billion for spoofing precious metal markets because they're fraudsters, they're hucksters, they're flim-flam artists, as the chairman once said. But anyways, traders broadly remained at odds over the Bitcoin price strength, while some expected another sizable downwards move. Others looked to the long-term trend lines as proof of a sustained recovery, a potential further upside next. Bitcoin is back above the daily exponential moving average 200 line. A reclaim of this line has always led to a sharp rise in the prices in the recent years, according to analyst Mustache, referring to the 200-day exponential moving average currently sitting at 59,438. So we're still above it. And then we had analyst Rat Capital hoping the bulls could muster a downtrend breakout by the daily close, is outlined there. We also have Luke Martin, host of the Stacks podcast, noted that Bitcoin had its second best day in history in terms of market cap growth on August 8th. That's right, big day yesterday. The Bitcoin market cap grew from 1.08 trillion to 1.21 trillion in a single daily candle. We even had the demigod candle, family, which is over 5,000. I think we even hit above 8. We were just shy of the god candle of 10,000, family. While the Bitcoin dominance of the total crypto market cap increased by around 0.4%, dominance hit a maximum of 58%, according to Cointelegraph, notching a one-year high in the process. So Bitcoin dominance, all-time highs, family, you already know. And before I pull up some of the live charts, here's a tweet from Max. This was from a recent interview he did on InfoWars with Alex Jones. Shout out Max Kaiser. I still didn't get a chance to watch the whole interview. Maybe I'll get to watch it this evening, and we'll discuss the interview in more detail and some of the other insights he has to share. But here's correcting the record, according to Max. Trump misspoke about El Salvador sending criminals to the U.S. In fact, the U.S. had been sending gangsters and terrorists to El Salvador for decades. Trump got educated on this point and no longer says it in his stump speech. So there you go. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the Kaiser. And 100%, he did speak out of line regarding Trump accusing Bukele of bringing all the dangerous criminals from El Salvador into the United States of America. But guess what? Since that correction, Trump hasn't opened his mouth to say that again after those first two times he said it. So shout out to the high priest, the one and only Max Kaiser. And checking out we still got the 10-second chart from the Pump Watch. Let's zoom into the 1 hour, and then we'll work our way out. So this is live and in the flesh. Live charts. Let me switch the scene so you can see cleaner. There you go. We're sitting just above 60,600. I should say just shy of 60,700 via Coinbase. This is brought to you by TradingView. And yeah, we're starting to climb back. Another green candle here on the hourly. Let's zoom out. Check out the 4 hour. Get a little broader perspective. On the 4-hour chart, we do got another green candle most recently, followed by that red corrective candle we had before it. And we had quite an ascension, as you can see, over the past couple of days with all those green sexy Godzilla candles, if you feel what I'm saying. And zooming out on the daily, we do have a target sitting at roughly 47,700, but look at those big green candles. I mean, yesterday was massive, almost a God candle, family, just shy of a God candle. And zooming out a little more, we'll look at the most bullish chart, which is the weekly. Well, you should still have that cup and handle pattern, just shy of 126. Yep. Here you go, 125,711. And so pretty bullish there. And we'll zoom out on the monthly as well. And let me know if you feel we'll get a green monthly close candle for the month of August. Obviously, June and July were pretty bearish, all things considering. But let's see how we do moving into the fourth quarter as well of this year. I think the fourth quarter is going to be pretty lit. Now let's discuss our next story of the day. Big news with XRP finally having a big settlement. And not only that, but the price soared, but it has corrected quite a bit, losing a lot of those soaring gains over the past 24 hours. Here's the headline. XRP skyrockets by 27% in 24 hours after the judge, I believe that was Judge Torres, orders Ripple Labs to pay $125 million in an SEC lawsuit. That's not chump change, but I think initially they wanted like $1 billion settlement, and then they've been going back and forth, and I guess they finally agreed, or I shouldn't say agreed, but the judge decided upon $125 million. So yeah, XRP surged by more than 27%. In the 24 hours after the judge issued the long-awaited order with the U.S. SEC against Ripple Labs. In an order filed Wednesday, District Judge Torres imposed a $125 million civil penalty against the San Francisco-based payments company. In March, the SEC asked the court to order Ripple to pay a combined $1.95 billion. Damn, Gina. For disgorgement, prejudgment interest, and a civil penalty. These fees are getting insane, right? Didn't Binance's CZ just pay like $4 billion to the DOJ? It's insane. Ripple's lawyers argue that $10 million would reflect an appropriate percentage of the company's actual gross revenues from the pre-complaint institutional sales. Torres denied the SEC request for disgorgement and prejudgment interest, but greenlit a smaller civil penalty. The judge's order was billed as a win by both sides. $125 million win probably cost them $250 million in lawyer fees and court fees. I guess if that's a win, that's a win. Ripple chief executive Brad Garlinghouse said that the XRP community has finally escaped the SEC headwinds. But yo, isn't after a ruling they can appeal it? Hate to burst your bubble, guys, especially the XRP army. But I think that's probably what the SEC is probably going to do next. But anyways, here's what they said. The SEC asked for $2 billion and the court reduced their demand by 94%, recognizing they had overplayed their hand. Do you hear that, Gary? We respect the court's decision and have clarity to continue growing our company. This is a victory for Ripple. That's in my Johnny Drama entourage impersonation. You remember Viking Quest? Victory! Shout out Johnny Drama. The industry and the rule of law. An SEC spokesperson stressed to Fox Business that Ripple was ordered to pay more than the firm requested, quoting her here. The court granted the SEC's motion for remedies, including an injunction barring Ripple from committing additional violations of the security laws and significant civil monetary penalties totaling more than 12 times the amount of the Ripple suggested was appropriate. XRP shot up from trading at 50 cents on Wednesday, hitting a high of just shy of 64 cents. On Thursday. The 7th ranked crypto asset by market cap is priced at 61 cents at this time. The SEC first sued the San Francisco-based payments firm back in late 2020 for allegedly selling XRP as an unregistered security. And last year, Torres ruled that Ripple's automated open market sales of XRP did not constitute security offerings, contrary to what the SEC alleged. The judge did, however, side with the SEC's claim that Ripple's sales of XRP directly to institutional buyers were security offerings, hence the $125 million settlement. Do you feel, in your opinion, fam, was this a win for XRP, or was this a win for the SEC, or was this a bigger win for crypto in general? Holla at your boy. And shout out to all my crypto generals out there. What's poppin'? We got a lot of content to share, so let's dive into the next story of the day. Here's the latest with the Trump Jr. saga and controversy. Many crypto folk were anticipating him dropping some ish coin ultimately, but that rumor has been dispelled. There's no ish coin that Trump Jr. is releasing. Apparently it's a platform. So here's the latest. Donald Trump Jr. is launching a crypto platform to take on the banks. That's right, yo. Trump Jr. announced plans to launch a new decentralized finance crypto platform to address inequality in banking access. However, the platform is still in the early stages and will take some time to become a reality. During the Q&A session on a subscription-based platform Locals on August 8th, Donald Trump Jr., the eldest son of Mr. President Trump, or I should say former President Trump, said he wasn't launching a meme coin but working on the crypto platform to take on the banks. Quoting Trump Jr., we are talking about what we're talking about is a larger type platform that's very different and not a meme coin. However, he added that it would be a long time before we can do anything, not giving away on a time frame, so we have no idea when. Trump Jr. didn't provide much more detail on the platform, but emphasized it would target the banking system. Quoting him here, what we want to do is take on a lot of the banking world. I think there has been a lot of inequality in that. Only certain people can get the financing. So this notion of decentralized finance, which we call DeFi here in crypto, is obviously very appealing to guys like me who have been debanked. That's right, the Tates have been debanked. If you're an influencer speaking the truth, you have already been debanked and deplatformed or in the process of being so. That's the world we're living in, so more power to them. I like that message. Rumors around a new crypto offering began circling after Trump mentioned DeFi and an August 7th X post, with many believing it may be related to the new meme coin launch. Quoting him here, we're about to shake up the crypto world with something huge. Decentralized finance is the future. Don't get left behind. His brother, Eric Trump, said something similar on X. The same day, I have truly fallen in love with crypto and DeFi. Stay tuned for a big announcement. And at the Q&A, he also addressed rumors regarding to restore the Republic meme coin, which had surged and crashed amid false rumors of association with the Trump family. Eric Trump also recently denied any connection with the meme coin, calling the rumors absolutely false. Fake news in an X post, which sent the RTR token crashing over 80%. Trump Jr. made similar warning in a post August 8th, saying, I love how much the crypto community is embracing Trump. It is absolutely incredible, but beware of fake tokens claiming to be part of the Trump project. Good for him to call that out. The only official project will be announced directly by us and will be fair for everyone. That's coming from Trump Jr. I'll read you the entire post. I love how much the crypto community is embracing Trump. It's absolutely incredible. Be aware the fake tokens claiming to be a part of the Trump project. The only official project will be announced directly by us, and it'll be fair for everyone. So don't be fooled and stay tuned for the real deal. So there you have it, coming directly from Trump Jr. There is no meme coin that the Trump family is releasing. It is a decentralized finance platform, and they didn't really give much more details than that. There's no time frame or anything of that nature, but there you go. But anyways, next story, yo. Let's discuss the latest breaking news the other day. I didn't get to do the pod yesterday, so I'm covering this story today. But yeah, check out the headline here. This is big. Russia legalizes Bitcoin and cryptocurrency mining. About time. That's right. Russian President Vladimir Putin approved legislation to reduce its reliance on the U.S. dollar in international trade. The law will take effect November 2024 and will allow approved mining firms to register through a state database to mine the crypto. Small individual miners can also mine digital currency without officially registering until their energy consumption remains below a certain threshold. And oversight of the newly legalized mining industry will be split between the Bank of Russia, the Ministry of Finance, and a select cabinet of ministers within the Russian government, who will establish more precisely regulatory requirements over the coming months. The bill is also introducing a ban on, the bill also introduced a ban on mass crypto advertising inside Russia, which is even more interesting. You can see CryptoQuant CEO shared here. Russia seems to be acting to keep up with the U.S. Nation-level Bitcoin FOMO is heating up. Their entry will boost the hash rate, strengthen network fundamentals, and diversify miner politics. Chinese mining pools control 57% of the Bitcoin hash rate, while the U.S. has 35%. So we got some catching up to do, yo. Now, BRICS, which is a movement of Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, and many other countries now growing around the world, increasingly seeking to diminish reliance on that US dollar for international trade. The BRICS bloc first introduced the idea of the alternative digital currency at the 11th annual BRICS Summit in 2019, a proposal that has garnered widespread attention yet faces significant hurdles, including disarrangements between leading member states and how a unified currency would work. In 2023, Russia renewed its focus on developing a unified BRICS currency, with State Duma Deputy Chairman Alexandra Bakakov reportedly claiming that the leading members of the emerging economic bloc were working on developing a new currency for international trade settlement. And shortly after, Bakakov made his statements, the Bank of Russia and the Russian government announced plans to set up special entities to use digital assets as a method of a cross-border settlement. Macroeconomist Lynn Alden expressed doubt that a unified BRICS currency backed by gold would dethrone the US dollar, and the economist pointed to the age-old problem with gold-backed paper currencies tending to issue far more paper or claims on the underlying gold relative to the actual supply of gold held in the reserves. This could lead to monetary debasement and eventually the collapse of the currency, which is precisely what happens with derivatives family. So you already know. But yeah, we got two more stories to share. The latest with Michael Saylor. He declared he owns over $1 billion worth of Bitcoin in his personal stash. I think MicroStrategy is probably worth north now of $15 billion worth of Bitcoin. I think they probably paid for roughly $8 billion. So they're probably double on their original investment. Not original, but, you know, their full investment, I should say, as they've been dollar cost averaging since they adopted it as a strategic reserve asset for the company, first publicly traded company to do so. Then we'll be discussing the latest from PlanB, some very bullish projections. He's doubling down, believes that we're still on track to hit 100,000 this year in 2024. Also some bullish projections of the future, where Bitcoin is heading, and the latest analysis from PlanB, creator of the Bitcoin stock flow model. But first, here's the latest from the Giga Chat. MicroStrategy co-founder Mikey Saylor, as I call him, owns around $1 billion in Bitcoin. That's right, according to the latest report. The co-founder of MicroStrategy is reportedly disclosing the size of his personal Bitcoin stash. According to a new report by Bloomberg, former MicroStrategy CEO and Bitcoin maxi Mikey Saylor says he owns about $1 billion worth of the bitty. Now, though he didn't disclose the exact amount of Bitcoin he holds, because he's smart. About 4 years ago, Saylor disclosed on social media he owned 17,732 Bitcoin. Maybe not that smart. And recently told Bloomberg he hasn't sold a single token out of his bag. Maybe he really is smart. And here's what he said to Bloomberg. I continue to acquire more. I think it's a great capital investment asset for an individual, family, institutional, corporation, or country. I can't see a better place to put my money. Now, MicroStrategy, which began accumulating Bitcoin back in 2020 as a hedge against inflation, held 226,500 bitties at the end of July, according to the report. And earlier this week, Saylor noted, man, these gnats are driving me nuts, that the younger millennial voters are becoming fed up with traditional finance systems and are eyeing the bitty as an attractive alternative. And at the time, Saylor said the people born between 1981 and 96, that's me, are starting to feel like Bitcoin offers more benefits compared to traditional finance. Yeah, how about traditional finance offers zero benefits? How about Bitcoin offers all the benefits, including 24-hour access, family. Now, so you already know, Saylor's stash is 17,732 bitties. His stash is worth just above $1 billion. And so, so collectively, between himself and his company, that's a whole lot of bitties. I think they already have over 2% of the Bitcoin circulating supply, just MicroStrategy. And that's just one company, right? What about all these other companies that have all this cash at hand, right? And think of companies like Amazon, Apple, these big companies that have so much cash. And what did Saylor describe it as? A melting ice cube, meaning if he didn't convert to Bitcoin and he keeps all of this cash in the bank, let's say, you're going to lose to inflation, maybe 20% or more a year, because true inflation is not under control, as they claim, the economists. I think a gnat just went in my mouth. The economists will claim, we got inflation under control. Less than 2%. Couldn't have been better. Don't worry. The dollar's never been stronger since the inception of the dollar. Sure, whatever you guys say on TV with that tie on. You know what I mean? Instead, you listen to JV with the jersey because he rocks a Bukelenomics cap. Now for our feature story of the day. PlanB, creator of the Bitcoin stock to flow model, predicts Bitcoin still on track to hit 100,000 this year in 2024, despite the early bull market. That's right. He also made a bunch of recent tweets suggesting Bitcoin could hit 4 million. I'm going to be breaking the time frame and all this fun stuff down for you. So here we go. Check it. Many market watchers and analysts are still betting that Bitcoin will hit 100,000 per coin before the end of this year. Let me know if you agree with that. With stock to flow model creator PlanB being amongst them. On Friday, he shared with his almost 2 million followers on X that Bitcoin bull market kicked off sooner than expected. Quoting him here, the issue with the current Bitcoin bull market, in my opinion, it went into bull market too early, he explained. Normally, the halvings, which are every 210,000 blocks, are an accumulation phase. But 2024 halving, block 840,000, is in bull market phase. So we have been front running, but the market was not ready to go up yet. He makes a good point there. And when asked, is his prediction for an average price of $532,000 per coin in October and November 2025. He says still hold water, or held water. The stock to flow inventor didn't waver. PlanB remains steadfast, confidently asserting that the Bitcoin price will surpass $500,000 per coin next year in 2025. If you'd like to see $500,000 biddy, holla at your boy. Quoting him here. Yes, I still expect greater than 100,000 in 2024 and greater than $500,000 per coin in 2025. Note, this $500,000 projection is based on stock to flow and subject to a wide $250,000 to $1 million prediction range. So I would also consider 300,000 average is valid, or $700,000, etc. And as Bitcoin continues its journey post-fourth halving, the Bitcoin predictions from PlanB reflect the optimism and cyclical tendencies that define the crypto markets. Even with an early arrival of the bullish conditions, PlanB's unwavering confidence in the stock-to-flow model suggests he still sees major price milestones ahead. And as 2024 progresses, the crypto community watches these forecasts closely, anticipating what could be groundbreaking shift into Bitcoin valuation. Now for all the posts, yo. These are just more recently. I'm going to read them all to you. Let's start here. Again, this is from PlanB. The issue with the current Bitcoin market, in my opinion, it went into the bull market too early. Normally, the halvings are in accumulation phase, but 2024 halving is in the bull market phase. So we have been front running, but the market was not ready to go up yet. And he makes a good point. This is the first halving. We just had our fourth halving on April 19th. And this is for the first time we hit the all-time high pre-halving. That's right. The current all-time high for Bitcoin we eclipsed back in mid-March. Price discovery is currently sitting at 73.8. So in order to hit a new all-time high, we got to break price discovery. So this cycle is most definitely different. Also, the previous cycle when we hit the 69,000 all-time high back on November 10th of 2021, that was driven purely from retail. This cycle thus far has been driven from institutional FOMO, BlackRock, asset management, 20 billion assets under management for the Biddy ETFs, which started trading January 11th, almost 7 months ago, family. So another post he shared, yes, I still expect greater than 100,000 per Bitcoin in 2024 and greater than 500,000 per Bitcoin in 2025. Note this 500,000 is based on the stock to flow and subject to a wide $250,000 to $1 million prediction range. So I would also consider 300,000 average as valid, or 700,000, etc. And he also shared these tweets specifically today. The issue with current Bitcoin market, in my opinion, it went into the bull. Oh, did I read that one already? Here's the one I meant to read. Average Bitcoin price 2020-2024 halving cycle was 34,000, a bit below the 2019 stock to flow prediction of 55,000, but still in normal range and not bad given Bitcoin 4,000 when the prediction was made. Stock to flow refit with the new data since 2019. Now pay attention. Shows similar parameters and results. Average, check it, 0.5 million, which is $500,000 between 2024 and 2028. And he's also projecting, according to the stock to flow, $4 million Bitcoin between the year 2028 and 2032, which is the epoch of the next halving cycle. So for this halving cycle, he's ultimately suggesting we're going to hit around $500,000, and that's the average. It could be anywhere, again, from $250,000 to $1 million. So on average, he's ultimately saying we're going to sit at roughly $500,000 per coin between 2024 and 2028. Following halving epoch, we can be between $4 million, which is fantastic because that is like 8x from the previous. So do you think and I'm getting these gnats out of my face, do you think that we could potentially do an 8x from one cycle to the next? If so, man, game on. I can't freaking wait. And what are your thoughts surrounding some of these price projections from the infamous Plan B of the stock to flow model? Can you foresee 100,000 still in play for this year, 2024? Yay, nay? Let me know. 1 million, here we come, says Paul. And welcome to the Q&A segment of the live show.